She's a sitting U.S. Congresswoman, and right now, Minnesota lawmakers are demanding she answer for her role in one of the biggest federal fraud scandals in American history. This is the story of Ilhan Omar, $250 million in stolen taxpayer money, and a financial disclosure that went from $30 million to almost nothing overnight. Let's talk about what we actually know. In 2020, at the height of the COVID pandemic, the federal government loosened the rules on a child nutrition program designed to feed kids who depended on school meals. The idea was simple: get food to hungry children even when schools were closed. What happened instead was something else entirely. A nonprofit called Feeding Our Future became the center of what federal prosecutors describe as a massive fraud operation. Organizers allegedly used the program to submit fraudulent meal claims, billing the government for hundreds of thousands of meals that were never served to children who never existed. The FBI raided Feeding Our Future in 2022. To date, dozens of individuals have been charged, convicted, or have pleaded guilty to wire fraud, money laundering, and federal program bribery. The total theft? Approximately $250 million in taxpayer funds. So, where does Ilhan Omar come in? In 2020, Omar introduced a piece of legislation called the Meals Act. According to a Minnesota state legislative audit, that bill directly loosened the eligibility guardrails on the federal nutrition program, the very guardrails that, once removed, allegedly allowed the Feeding Our Future scheme to operate. Omar was also filmed on Somali TV personally thanking Safari Restaurant, whose owner was later convicted as one of the co-conspirators in the fraud. In April 2026, the Minnesota House Fraud Prevention and State Agency Oversight Policy Committee asked Omar to come testify. She was invited multiple times. She refused every single time. Committee Chair Kristen Robbins put it plainly: taxpayers deserve to hear from her. Now, here's where this story gets even more interesting. Congressional representatives are required to file annual financial disclosures listing their assets. In her 2024 filing, Ilhan Omar and her husband reported a combined net worth of somewhere between $6 and $30 million. That is a significant amount of wealth for a public servant on a congressional salary. Then, that number was revised. The amended disclosure listed their combined assets at between $18,000 and $95,000. That is a correction of up to $30 million. Her attorney told reporters it was simply an accounting error, an unfortunate mistake. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer had a different reaction. He said, "In what world is a multi-million-dollar correction to a financial disclosure considered normal?" There's also the matter of a California winery Omar and her husband reportedly own, valued at $1 to $5 million in her original disclosure. When people looked it up, the Facebook page hadn't posted since January of 2023. The website domain had expired, no physical address, no way to buy a bottle of wine, a multi-million-dollar business with no digital footprint. To date, Ilhan Omar has not been criminally charged in connection with Feeding Our Future or the financial disclosures. Her attorney says nothing illegal has occurred. But here's what is documented and on the public record. She sponsored legislation that critics say created the loophole. She publicly praised a business whose owner was later convicted. She was asked to testify under oath and declined. And she filed a financial disclosure with a $30 million discrepancy she blamed on an accountant. Whether that adds up to something criminal is now in the hands of congressional investigators and potentially federal prosecutors. What it definitely adds up to is one of the most serious clouds hanging over a sitting member of Congress right now. This also begs the question: are members of Congress allowed to simply decline an order to show up to answer questions during an official investigation? Does that option apply to the rest of us? If you want to follow this case, subscribe and hit the bell. this story is not done.